Welcome to Average Dude's Slow Pitch.
Yo, Hender with Average Dude's Slow Pitch. Today we're getting a chance to bring out Austin Dawe's all new Anarchy Blackout Shock and Dawe. This is the ASA model here, or USA ASA model. We're swinging a 25 ounce today. Still a 12 inch, still a balance. We're gonna go ahead, get some 52 300s. We've had some pretty bad weather this week, so we've been trying to get this thing done. Finally looks like it's gonna hold up for us. We might get some wind. We're supposed to have about 2 or 3 hours without rain. So if we get time, we are gonna try to throw some 44s on this at the end. Since the X-Core 2 Tech is supposed to be able to handle that fine. We've known what Anarchy's compression can do, so we're not really worried about going to 44s and dropping that compression without getting you a final compression on 52s. Promise you'll never open one of these up, put 100, 200 52s on it, and we'll have to worry about it failing. So we'll do our best to get some 44s for you. If it doesn't happen today, we will have a video dropping soon where we get some of the X-Core 2 stuff out and do get the 44s. But either way, let's get some swings on it, see how it performs, and then we'll get that final compression and final thoughts.
All right, let's see where our ASA Blackout Shock and Dawe is starting at. Get that right on to 0. We're looking at just a hair under 200, like probably 190-ish, which puts us at 1325, so plenty of wiggle room there. Obviously, you can find this and really the other nonlinears on that USA ASA nonlinear list on the USA Softball website. But regardless, we'll get out there, get our 52 300s on there. And then if we get a chance to, we're going to go ahead once we're done with that, see what kind of the final compression is like we always do, and then try to throw some 44s on this one as well, just because these X-Core 2 Techs can handle the 44s. We'll just kind of see. We've been dealing with a bunch of weather out here, so we'll see if we have time for that and how the weather holds up.
89 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour. 93 miles per hour.
There we go, that was a sweet spot.
91 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour. 92 miles per hour. 94 miles per hour.
I'm good. Hell yeah.
81 miles per hour. 86 miles per hour. 87 miles per hour. 87 miles per hour.
All right, we're at about 40 swings here on Austin Dawe's Shock and Dawe. We had Jaime swing it, Keith swing it, you saw their swings. We're going to go ahead and see how it performs with some 52 300s now, and here in a little while, if we get some time, like we talked about with the weather in the intro, we'll throw some 44s on here as well and see how these X-Core 2s do.
97 miles per hour.
Boy. And I can't kick up the dirt for you because it poured last night. We're lucky the field held up. But we do have wind blowing in, like normal, pretty much into the first base dugout right now. It's gusting up to 15 to 20 today, so he's not getting assistance there. But I mean, that one felt great. That was clearly a sweet spot. Landed right at the base of our fence there. So, I mean, Austin's been pretty much my favorite ASA from Anarchy to date that I can think of. I think our rankings still show that. The whiteout especially. And so far, this one's right there with it.
104 miles per hour.
There's the sweet spot.
100 miles per hour. 103 miles per hour.
Yep, just as consistent I remember all the Shock and Daws being.
93 miles per hour.
Yeah. There's the forgiveness from it. That was a pitch that dropped a little bit at the end, caught higher up. Pretty sure this is the ball mark right here on the DA of Dawe. And again, it came off mid-high 90s, held up good, and honestly, you get a little bit of a stiffer feel, what you know you missed, but still performs and no sting up there.
99 miles per hour.
That was the sweet spot in every bit of it. Holy moly. All righty.
92 miles per hour.
That was low on the barrel. Yeah, I mean, that one wasn't solo, you got the sting, but you could hear the sound change. Hopefully the mic picked it up for you. We dialed the mic settings a little bit to help with this wind, but even then, we got ball marks pretty much anywhere from the H in Shock all the way up to the A in Dawe. And in anywhere in that area, you get good forgiveness, carries really well. And then so far the sweet spot seems to be pretty much centered up, which is the same with the previous DAWs.
105 miles per hour.
I will say that one came off 105. I got just a little bit of the sting in the hands. It felt like it caught a little low on the swing, and obviously the speed kicked out, but that's what we're talking about, the forgiveness, because I do not think that was the no kidding sweet spot. And if it's gonna give us 105, again, with only, we're gonna be at 70 swings with my 30 plus their 20 and 20, it's not even close to being broken all the way in. That's where we're gonna try to get those 44s, show performance there, and then finish with a few more 52s once we hopefully drop the compression a little bit.
104 miles per hour.
Well, there's a good stopping point. So that puts us just over 70 total swings. I think it shows 72 on our radar from those guys checking it over there for me. But again, nothing really new to say on the shock and Dawe. One of my favorite ASAs from Anarchy all year. One of my favorite ASAs in general. If you go over Slowpitch.com, check the rankings, you'll see that with both the purple Dawe and the whiteout. I actually swung the purple Dawe at USA Nationals this year. Performed great, super forgiving, great sweet spot. Tons of carry, as you saw there, even with our wind kind of blowing in, gusting here and there. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead now, set this thing aside, let it kind of just set or settle in the fibers and things like that, so we don't throw too many swings on it. Then here in the next 30 minutes or so, which for the video, you don't really care about that portion, we will go ahead, throw some 44s, probably 15 per person. So we'll get up about 45, 50, 44s, see how it performs, and then finish up with a handful more 52s for you, just to see how it's performing, as that compression should come down with those 44s. All right, as we mentioned at the beginning, weather held up for us, so we're gonna go ahead and throw, me and Keith, just a handful of 44s on this to see how the X-Core 2 Tech performs. And then after we both do that, our goal is to get about 40 of those 44s. We'll just throw a couple more 52s just to see if the 44s, and we'll see that later on the test, drop the compression and change kind of the performance on it. Maybe it obviously got better, or there's a chance maybe it'll soften the barrel a little bit and get worse. But I imagine as the compression gets lower from talking to like Kyle Slicker and Austin and those guys, it's supposed to get better anyways. But let's see what some 44s do on the X-Core 2 Tech. First time for us putting 44s on the X-Core 2 Tech. So we'll see how this does.
99 miles per hour.
Bro, that sounded phenomenal. And it wasn't even the sweet spot. And I mean, that wasn't what I was expecting.
103 miles per hour.
Okay.
107 miles per hour.
God, I know that was a little pot on the ground. It's gonna change the reading a little bit, but it's got a great feel off of this. I mean, honestly, it might have a better sound than the USAA model with that extra little crack from the nonlinear. But if you're somewhere that uses 44s in USAA or in USA ASA leagues, this seems like a phenomenal option here.
98 miles per hour.
That's crazy carry right there. Golly, this is fun.
103 miles per hour.
Goodness gracious. That wasn't level, but that was crushed.
101 miles per hour.
Now it's higher up on the barrel. I think it literally was probably up near the A and the Dawe. You could feel, again, that like vibration, the reverb from up in the barrel, but tons of forgiveness here.
99 miles per hour.
Dude, slight miss, spun top the ball and still got it here, but there you have it. I mean, so X-Core 2, we've had people ask us how they do 44s. We hadn't swung it up to now, just for whatever reason. One, we just had never done it really on ASA reviews, and a lot of times we're just a little short on time and whatnot, but glad we tried it out. This thing absolutely mashes them. We're gonna let Keith get his swings now, and then as I do the final compression, I'll talk about a little bit more as well. But X-Core 2 seems to be a phenomenal option for 44s and ASAs.
91 miles per hour.
Towards the end, you land at the bottom of the fence.
94 miles per hour.
The sound though?
87 miles per hour. 95 miles per hour.
3 more. All right, so between me and Keith, we got right at 40, 45 Pro M's. Hopefully you'll be able to see this on the camera. It's got a, I'm gonna compression test it still and see. It's got a little bit of a, I mean, you can see it's like a paint seam. It's not really, I mean, the diagonal paint seam, that's what we see on like the DeMarinis. They call it a DeMarini seam. But we got one there and one here as well. Hopefully you can see that. So I get the focus for you real fast. Sorry. All right, well, I'm glad I took a look at the phone. For whatever reason, on our other mics, we got the newer DJI mics recently. They went through some firmware update right towards the end of Keith's swing, so the audio cut out. But basically, we got it on the 44s. This is what I wanted to show everybody. So you can see here, we got it like a paint seam there, and then you can see the one there as well. So this was a lot. So what ended up happening was this one here looked exactly like this here. And then what we want to do at the end, I mentioned it, you're not going to see the swings now because the audio went out. I don't want to put more swings on it. But we want to see, okay, is it actually broken or how's it handling? So we went to some 52s. Keith took 20 52s. I took 20 more 52s. And it performed phenomenal. It actually, obviously, even better. You could tell that the compression has dropped. Super forgiving. Catching balls low on the barrel, high on the barrel. Mid to high 90s. Keith hit 99. I got to 104, 105, something like that. It did cause, what you're seeing now, though, this initial raising up of whatever it is. It feels like it's like the paint there, but again, I'm going to test it when we get back. But this, how we summed it up anyways was these handle the 44s really well. They absolutely crushed the 44s. It's actually perfect timing because we're about to get the rain we were talking about. But if you're going to use this in like leagues, tournaments, 44s, I think it's absolutely fine. Just, I wouldn't be peeling with 44s. We put about 40 swings on it, 20 each. Again, with these coming in 25, 26, it's a little bit light for especially like my swing speed, Keith's swing speed, to be putting the 44s in BP. But if you want to just put a handful at 50, 75%, just to kind of maybe lower the compression a little bit more, because again, this thing's killing 52s with what I believe is a lower compression. We'll find out. Assuming this isn't a break, it should test fine. Even if it is breaking right there, we still might get to see kind of the test there. But I would say really good option for 44s. Just make sure you're gaming it. And then for 52s, we've never had an issue with durability. And I'm not obviously blaming this on anything other than, hey, we went with the 44s. 100% swings, obviously, swing, all that kind of stuff. But really good option there. You'll see the rankings live currently on the website as well. Going back, watching the whiteout video and the purple dodge to figure out where we want to rank this one up there. But another really good option. Congrats, Austin, and stay tuned for the final compression.
All right, again, this is more out of a curiosity piece because I know when you swing, obviously just 52s, there's never any issues. We did the 44s. We already talked about that whole piece of it. But I'm interested to see kind of what this tests at, even though, I mean, I do assume it's broken at this point. And it's sitting right at 150. So at 150, we're right at 1150 on the ASA compression tester. On the screen, you're seeing what the pass-fail number is on this one. I didn't have it memorized or pulled up right when we did this, but either way, again, it's really good with 44s. I would only game them or game them league, tournament, whatever, and then just BP with 52s. If you really want to put 44s on there, just one, understand, A, what type of balls you have, make sure they weren't stored somewhere super cold, something like that. And I wouldn't put a whole bunch on there. Rotate the barrel around and make sure you're swinging a bat that's in your weight. Obviously, if you're somebody like me, I make the ASA in 25, 26. My ideal weight in this balanced model will be a 27 to a 28. They don't have that. So if I'm going to go ahead and BP 44s, I'm going to go ahead and dial back to about 50, 75% as I rotate. And really for me, it'd be more of kind of a break-in piece. But regardless, killed the 52s. I mean, it killed the 44s. Just not meant to BP the 44s, which makes sense.
Thank you for watching Average Dude's Slow Pitch. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more content.